the studio. Um, Seth, say hi.
Hello.
All right, that's Seth. Seth Sheriff is with us, and it sounds like we're up and going. So we'll go ahead now, and I'm going to play a little audio from from this week with Coach Whitehall talking about this game, and then we'll be ready for our Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame show right after Coach Whitehall. Let me get him all fired up, and Seth and I turn down, and then we'll go. Here we go. We're here with Falcon head football coach Jeff Whitehall. Coach, after a win last week, the Falcons are 1-1. Any thoughts on last week's big win on the road against Woodward Academy? One of the things we talked about last week was the need after the BGM game to improve finishing on plays and especially on defense, the tackling. Tremendous improvement between week 0 and week 1 in that regard. Uh, any thoughts on the way the kids have been receiving what you've been working with them on in practice? Still some areas for improvement for the Falcons, but overall, um, really for the first 2 games, not very many penalties against Wayne, and the team looks like they're ready and they're hungry. You had a great balance in your rushing attack. You had 2 100-yard rushers on the night, and this week we've got a Cardinal Comets team coming to Epperly Field, and you rushed the ball very well against them last year on their field with the same 2 backs that got you over 100 yards last week. Um, Plenty of room for optimism in the ground game against Cardinal. It's always exciting to get that home opener. Any thoughts on getting to play at the Sailing Athletic Complex finally? Should be a beautiful night and a good opportunity for the Falcons to get on the positive side of the ledger for the year. Good luck against Comet and the rest of the season, Coach.
There you have it. Okay, you're gonna have to not play that anywhere near that because it's a minute and a half behind, and then it'll go back and forth. We are here at Epperly Field. It's opening night, at least of the home part of the schedule for Wayne, and we are at your Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame show brought to you by the Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton. They have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse order selectors, first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Please apply online at www.hyvee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer, and we appreciate being in business with them. And so if you know anybody looking for some employment, first and second shift, part-time truck drivers, warehouse order selectors, first and second shift, they can apply online at Hy-Vee.com and open interviews at the Distribution Center in Sheraton from 3 to 6 p.m. on Thursdays. Okay, and we are here going to introduce you folks to somebody that many of you already know. His name is Seth Sheriff, and we've got a little tag along in the booth here also by the name of Bellin. Not sure what his first name is. Emily, is that your first name? Emily, right? Oh, Matt's just sitting there not sure what's going on. Okay, here's the setup. It is 24 minutes till kickoff, and we're testing out our equipment. For those of you, this may be your first time checking out a game on KIICradio.com Stream 4, the Wayne Falcon channel. We have this year added video to the screen, and I am going to absolutely mess with that right now. Okay, first of all, what you're looking at is the view from my window that I have had since Epperly Field opened in 2014. You can talk into the mic, Seth.
It was 2014 when Epperly Field was established.
Okay, so you were not yet in high school, is that right?
I was an 8th grader, and I played my first, well, it had been my last season of junior high ball here on the field. We were the first ones to play on it.
Okay, so you did play on the old sailing field running the other direction, and you played on Epperly Field here after its opening in 2014. So this is the view from the press box. What you're looking at here, that's my hand, and then that's the field view that we have from the 42, 43-yard line here on the west side of the field. It's a beautiful field, and a little bit rough this year, but a beautiful field. And now I'm going to show you kind of some cool things if I have enough cord. Okay, little camera shot of the crowd. And we are still, again, 20 minutes or more from the kickoff. The band down there is wearing pink T-shirts, not in full uniform. It's all coming from here. That doesn't do anything. Okay, now here's the cool part inside the press box. So we're going to flip this around. If we can, might need to move some things, and check out this shirt. Falcons .4 for my number. We are Stream 4, KIIC.4. There's Matt Bellin. Wave at the camera, Matt. Okay. Seth Sheriff. And this is the inside of the press box here at the Sailing Athletic Complex. And right around through this wall right here, the clock and the scoreboard are right on the other side, and then Jared Chambers, who does the PA announcing here at the field, does a fantastic job. He is right past that. The sound system playing some tunes to get the crowd fired up, but that is the view that we have here. And that is the view that we're going to share with you for tonight, and we'll try to move the camera some. That's mostly going to be Seth's job, and this is going to be great because basically Seth is technologically, gifted, and I am an old man that doesn't remember to move the camera sometimes. So when the ball's on the north end of the field, we'll move the camera over to catch that, and when it's on the south end, so whichever end zone the Falcons are scoring in tonight, and we will score a bunch in both, right?
Absolutely. There's going to be a lot of movement of the camera tonight, folks.
We're going to be zipping it back and forth, whether that's a long run by Chase Kiefer or Dayton Jacobson, or a long pass from Brett Whitehall to Jackson Cobb or to Gunnar Fogel. We will catch that as much as we can. We've got Coach Whitehall right there walking toward us on the 35, and Coach Whitehall is also the athletic director here at Wayne, and so that was him you heard earlier on the pre-recorded interview from earlier in the week, and Coach Whitehall is very gracious with his time, allowing us access to the program and what's going on there. So the officials out here are conferring, making sure everybody knows their part. The guy in the white hat is the one in charge on the right. I think you can see that. The shadow isn't blocking that too much. And so when a flag goes down the field, the guy in the white hat will tell us what's going on. And if we can't hear it, often they can on the other side of that wall I showed you, and we can then maybe hear them and let you know what's going on. We are going to give you the Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame starting lineups right now. And Seth, I'll let you introduce the Wayne defense. You know all these kids, right?
Absolutely. Our starting defense is going to start out with number 2, Jackson Cobb. He's an 11th grader, 5'11", coming in at 155 pounds. Next up, we got number 3, Trent Terrell. He's also an 11th grader, coming in at 5'9", 145 pounds. Jackson, he was a starter last year, and he's definitely advanced himself and knows what he's doing, and he's going to hopefully have some more success this year. Coming in next, number 5, Gunnar Fogel. He's a senior, 6'1", 158 pounds. This is Gunnar's first year of football, but he's always been kind of been around the game, and he knows what he's doing, and he's an athletic kid, but hopefully with some of the tutelage of Coach Whitehall and some of the other players on the team, he's going to get some success this year. And next up, everybody should know this number 12, Jason Kiefer. He's also a senior, 6'2", 185 pounds, stellar athlete, and he's gets in some open field, and he's off to the races. Next, our quarterback, number 15, Brett Whitehall. He's going to come in as a middle linebacker. He's a senior at 5'11", 185 pounds. Tay Van Dyne, number 18, is a senior at 5'10", 150 pounds. Brady Langloss is also going to be a linebacker. Number 24, he's a senior, 5'9", 185 pounds. Jaden Halferty, he's a junior, 5'8", a stellar 158 pounds. He's number 33. Zach Miller, number 52, he's a junior at 6 foot, 180 pounds. Matthew Davis is one of the defensive linemen. He's a senior at 5'11", 255 pounds. He'll be wearing number 72 tonight. Luke Smith, he's a junior at 6'3", 288 pounds, and he'll be wearing number 76 tonight. That's going to be our starting defense for your Wayne Falcons.
Okay, I got to tell you folks at home, absolutely zero preparation or coordination between Seth and I just hand that to him and say, hey, read the starters, literally right when you heard it. Man, he did well, didn't he? I will go ahead and try to butcher the Cardinal comments since I went out and had a chat with their head coach, Landon Miller, and got the pronunciations of the kids' names. They're going to introduce their offense tonight, and we're going to start with number 2, Maddox Jones. He's the quarterback. He's going to make things happen. And number 3, Blaine Bryant. Number 8, Griffin Greiner. That is one of their guys that they really count on as well. Did well against the Falcons last year. Number 10, Landon Becker. Number 12, Gabe Reyes. And he had a big game also last year. He's a senior for the Cardinals, or the Cardinal Comets. That won't be the first or the last time I do that tonight. Number 55, Brody Adam. Never trust a guy with 2 first names. Number 64, Jarrett Greiner. He's a senior, older brother of number 8, Griffin Greiner. Number 66, Connor Mason. Number 70, Jarrett Knights. Number 78, Logan Grove. And number 89, Jarrett Ray. So the starters for the Cardinal Comets are Maddox Jones, Blaine Bryant, Griffin Greiner, Landon Becker, Gabriel Reyes, Brody Adam, Jarrett Greiner, Connor Mason, Jarrett Knights, Logan Grove, and Jarrett Ray. Those are your Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame show starting lamps for both the Falcons and the Comets of Cardinal. Cardinal comes in at 2-0 on the year, and Falcons at 1-1. We'll go ahead and let you know that right here on Friday Night Lights, our sponsors this year for Falcon football games home and away are Allerton Lumber Company. Whether you need construction, service, or supplies, from small hand tools to lumber, Allerton Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop in at 220 North Central Avenue. Allerton Lumber, proud sponsor of Wayne football. Corydon Farm Bureau, Troy Umbenhauer is your agent. Do you want help protecting your future? Stop by and let Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Troy Umbenhauer assist you. 212 South Franklin in Corydon, 872-2725. Ask for Troy. The Law Office of Jenna K. Lane. Jenna is pleased to bring you Wayne football all season long. 214 South Franklin in Corydon. Call Jenna for your real estate and estate planning needs. 872-1304 Falcon Pride. Corydon State Bank considers the security of your financial information a top priority. They take extensive security measures to ensure safe and reliable online experiences for their customers. Corydon State Bank. Security for your online banking. Contact Coddington Incorporated to provide a base foundation for dirt, rock, and all your construction projects. A solid foundation ensures a productive, completed game plan. Score a finished product you'll be proud of for years to come by letting Coddington Incorporated assist you. A home might be the single largest investment you'll ever make. That's why it's so important to work with someone you trust, like a mortgage loan specialist from Great Western Bank. They are helping to make life great. Gobin Automotive is owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Ford Senior Master Tech with 19 years of experience in auto repair. Call 872-2338, Gobin Automotive, 610 West Maple. The Wayne County Hospital is dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. Get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Your local land auctioneer and agent for People's Company is Jared Chambers. Contact Jared at 641-414-0234. People's Company is a leading provider in the Midwest for ag land brokerage, land auctions, land management, land appraisal, and land investing services. Let Jared help you with all your ag real estate needs. Jared is a proud sponsor of Falcon football. Thomas Funeral Home, honoring life. The staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers, calling Corydon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today. Alan Wilson at Miles Law Firm is a proud sponsor of Wayne football. Miles Law Firm, 107 West Jackson in Corydon, 872-2343. Go Falcons. Falcons are about to come out, and Seth will see if we can get the magic camera over there as they rush onto the field, and they're going to run all the way down and part way out, I think, around the band maybe. Hey, Hicks Realty LLC is located in Wayne County with a home office right there in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate needs, farms, homes, commercial, you name it, Kim does it all. Strength in all fields describes it well and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker owner Kim Hicks at 895-8471 or check out the website at hicksrealtyllc.com. Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton will have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse order selectors, first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Apply online at www.hy-vee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer. On behalf of the team at Hardee's, we want to wish everyone a happy and healthy playing season this year. Hardee's will be sponsoring touchdowns, and hopefully the Falcons can put the biscuit in the basket multiple times tonight, and Cardinal can get their touchdowns in some other game. That's kind of the goal anyway tonight. So Wayne at 1-1, Cardinal 2-0. The team that beat Wayne in week 0 a couple weeks ago was BGM. The BGM Bears are in the same district as Cardinal, walloped them last year. And so as far as like comparison shopping, Wayne's 1-1 record is a little more impressive than Cardinal's 2-0 record, if you were to ask me. And but they are ranked a little bit higher in the BC Moore rankings that I sometimes refer to, as far as giving you an idea about a team's relative strength. So should be, I think, a pretty good game. And playing your first game at home is always something that kind of fires a team up. Hopefully we'll do so tonight for the Falcons. And let's see if we can take a peek. I think we've got score stream ready to go. I'll try to update that for you. I think we're going to have Seth work on the oh, no, it's not letting me. Oh, because it's not 7 o'clock. Okay. Going to have, tell me what you think. Oh, yeah, we can change that pregame to, I usually just put a Q and a 1 for first quarter. It's just quicker to type. And so showing Seth how to update the scoreboard. And once again, down in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see some logos popping in and out of there that are sponsors of our program, and got some feedback from the studio in Albia. Now we have an unfair advantage over the other streams on KIICradio.com in that this is actually our third week of streaming with the video, and everyone else has had 2, but Wayne had the most streams active last week. We're about ready for the national anthem by the Wayne Band. Here we go.
Let's hear for Wayne High School Marching Band.
Wayne High School Marching Band. We just can't be too close to each other here, Seth. And the Falcon Band with the national anthem and now the school fight song under the direction of Ann Jekyll. And always a good time. Cheerleaders out there cheering. Not all of them. We're missing a few. And again, you're listening on Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame show as the Falcons are still about 5 minutes away from kickoff of the home opener 2019 Wayne Falcons versus the Cardinal Comets. Hey, we'll go ahead and we'll play something else here for you. Just a little pregame recording that we do for on the air. Those that listen over the air or on Stream 1 get this in their pregame. But here is the pre-recorded pregame for tonight. After 2 weeks on the road, the 1-1 Wayne Falcons welcome the 2-0 Cardinal Comets to Eberly Field in Class A non-district action. Wayne beat Woodward Academy last week behind 100-plus yard performances by both Chase Kiefer and Dayton Jacobson. The two teamed up last year against Cardinal for 330 yards rushing and nearly pulled out a come-from-behind victory after spotting the Comets a big lead early. That loss motivated a number of Falcons throughout the offseason who are determined to make a better showing of themselves this time around. Live play-by-play of Cardinal at Wayne can be heard and now seen on KIICradio.com Stream 4 or on our Thunderbolt app. Pre-game at 6:40, kickoff at 7. For Friday Night Lights, this is Kevin Comer. All the scores, one station, KIIC. Okay, now, Seth, this is one of the bigger shams they've got in high school football. The coin toss has already happened. It's already been decided. They're out there pretending like it's going on right now when it's been done for a half hour.
Absolutely. It's more or less just for the crowd to see kind of what's going on. But this was decided about, I would say, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Probably be a more rough estimate of when this happened. When the teams come out to take their pregame warm-ups, kind of stretch and do that, the captains that you see out there, there's usually 3 or 4 of them. Sometimes there's 5 on a special occasion. They come out there when they start to do their warm-ups, and that's basically immediately as teams start to take the field for warm-ups. So this is definitely something that's it's just a showtime kind of deal, and as the referee shows that the Comets have won, and they'll defer to the second half, and the Falcons will receive the ball tonight and defend the north end zone.
And the wind seems to be coming out of that north end zone. Not a real strong one, but it is moving from north to south.
Yeah, that'll definitely be as we kick off, or as any team kicks off tonight, that wind will be a factor, as especially as we kick the ball, how far it will travel in the air. But it's also something that people in the backfield that are receiving the ball are going to have to play the wind and judge how it comes in.
As a punter, then, is that one of the first things you look at when you show up at the field? Which way's the flag blowing?
Oh, for sure, because the wind could change 2 or 3 different times throughout the. I mean, we've had times where it'll change direction every single quarter, sometimes multiple times. Obviously a punter's favorite wind is when it's into their back with them, because then obviously a punter or a kicker, that just adds distance, and it makes your job a little bit easier because you know that you have that advantage to really give a good boot on it.
Build some stats.
Absolutely.
Gotta like it. For that free agent contract coming up. There you go. Okay, we are getting ready for your People's Company kickoff. And again, pay attention to the Coddington scoreboard in the lower left part of your screen. And our sponsors advertising in the lower right hand. Make sure you tell them thanks for sponsoring Falcon football right here on Stream 4, the Quattro. Deep for the Falcons are Chase Kiefer and Jackson Cobb. And Dayton Jacobson and is that Halferty? And it is, it's Fogel at the 25 and heads back to the middle of the field and gets across the 30.
A pretty shallow kick there by number 2, Maddox Jones. It's what they would say more or less of a squib kick, just kind of get it down there so that their guys can run down there and they can make a short tackle and get a stop. And the Falcons are getting ready to take the field here to get the ball going up the field.
He was keeping that away from Kiefer too, wasn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Handoff is to Kiefer, running to the left, has a little bit of space. He's out across the first down marker, and that'll be an Allerton Lumber first down for Wayne.
He gets to about the 45, 46-yard line, and that's probably the first of very many first downs for Chase and Kiefer and the Wayne Falcons tonight.
14-yard pickup on the play, and it's first down Wayne at the 47, their own 47, in a scoreless game here at Epperly Field, opening night for the home season. Handoff is to the second back through. Is that Kiefer again?
Kiefer again. You're definitely going to see a lot of him tonight throughout the game. He's a very good essential back for the Falcons.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 from their own 47. Wayne receiving the opening kickoff after Cardinal won the toss and deferred until the second half.
We have a split out on the left side, Gunnar Fogel and Jackson Cobb on the front of your screen, and it's another run up the middle for a nice gain.
Kiefer takes it across midfield to, it looks like the 47. 6-yard gain.
Brings up third down.
We're going to have a third down here, and I'm looking for Coach Whitehall to have a little play probably to the outside. The run up the middle has been kind of working, but I would think it'd be a good call to try to run something outside as we have split backs, little confusion in the backfield. Getting set back up, got trips on the right side, Kiefer in the backfield. Hand off to Kiefer, back up the middle. I think he might be a yard or two short of the gain.
Kiefer takes it to about the 45, gain of a couple, but he needed 4.
4th and 2, I'm looking for another run up the middle by Kiefer. It's just going to try to powerhouse that first down.
Now, with about 2 yards short, one thing I've noticed, he likes the quarterback keeper up the middle and let Brett just read which way over the center and go straight up the gut. You think that's an option here?
I definitely think that's an option. We've got some pretty solid linemen there on the right and left side of the center, and we got early whistles on the field.
Timeout, Wayne. And timeouts all season long are brought to you by the Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. So this is timeout number 1 for Wayne. And it comes with a 4th down and about 2 yards to go at the Comet 45-yard line. And so do you think Coach Whitehall was looking at their defensive alignment and then wanted the timeout to give the team another option here?
For sure, he was wanting to reestablish himself and the team and kind of just give them a little bit extra confidence of what they're coming up to do and make sure everything's squared away for this next play, because you got to have this first down. As you get the ball in the first quarter, the first possession of the game, you gotta have a big drive and hopefully cap it off with a touchdown. So I feel like that's what Coach Whitehall is definitely trying to do. We got split out on the left side, on the right side, run up the middle to Kiefer. It looks like he could be short. He's outstretched arms.
He reached out. If they grant that, I think he made it.
I think it's going to be close, but I think he could have this.
He had a good push, and then at the end reached forward as he was laying on the defender, and he got about 2 yards. Is it enough for another Allerton Lumber first down?
They will rule the chains out here to make sure.
Gonna bring out the chain crew. And again, Gobin Automotive is owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Ford Senior Master Tech with 19 years of experience in auto repair. Call 641-872-2338. Gobin Automotive, 610 West Maple in Corydon. What's your gut tell you? It's going to look a little short.
It is going to look a little short. I think he's going to have it, though. It's going to be the tip, I believe. It's going to get us a Wayne Falcon first down. This is going to be a crucial first down because, like I said previously, that first drive, you got to have something big to kind of set the pace and the tone of the game here.
That was 4th down, folks. So Allerton Lumber Company first down for the Falcons at the 43-yard line of Cardinal in a scoreless game with 9:35 left in the first quarter.
Up the middle again to Kiefer. He dances around, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Finally tackled down right there about the 38.
Inside the 40 to the probably close to the 37. Let's call it, it's a short 6, but let's call it 6. And it's been pretty much all chasing Kiefer so far, but Brett Whitehall under center with the backs behind him. He hands it off to Kiefer once again, going straight up the middle. He's inside the 35.
It'll be a gain of a couple yards, but he's still going to be a couple yards short of that first down they're looking for.
Third down for Wayne in a scoreless first quarter. 8.5 minutes left in that first, and we got Cobb coming out wide to the near side. Whitehall takes the snap, pitches to Kiefer, running right. He's got
running room. It's going to be a Falcon touchdown.
Around the corner, and the biscuit is in the basket for Chase Kiefer, a 35-yard sweep around the right side, and plus 35, that is a touchdown. The biscuit's in the basket. Thank you, Hardee's, for that. With 8:17 to go in the first, Wayne on the board first.
Special teams unit comes out. Gunnar Fogel will be the holder, and Jackson Cobb's going to get set to kick the extra point here.
Your Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt. Checking the alignment, now getting set for the kick attempt, and it's high, but is it?
No good to the left side.
Off to the left. PAT fails. Wayne 6, Cardinal 0.
Well, that was a good drive by the Falcons. It didn't take much time at all for them to get down the field and score some points. That missed extra point attempt, it would have been nice to have the extra assurance of a point, but Falcons are showing some good things with the running game here tonight, the good blocks up the field, and I think if we kind of spread the ball around, maybe throw a couple of more sweeps in there and some passes, I think we're going to be well on our way.
Okay, let's get that Coddington scoreboard updated with a 6 on the Wayne side. And we are good to go there. So got Score Stream updated and your People's Company kick brought to you by People's Company auctioneer and agent Jared Chambers. 641-414-0234 for Jared. And the kick is coming up from the 40. So Cobb boots it, and it's fielded at the 10, or at the 20, I'm sorry, going to the far side. He's not going to get a whole lot of ground there. Did you catch the tackler on that, Seth?
I did not. That was a great kick by Jackson. That wind is coming out of his from his back, so he definitely took advantage of that and kind of hoisted it down there to about the 20-yard line, and we were able to get down there and make a good stop.
Yeah, it looks like just maybe a 7-yard return, and so from their own 27, Cardinal puts it in play.
Cardinal has 3 out to the right, 1 out to the right.
Looking to pass, and it is complete for a very short gain. Jackson on the tackle.
Gain of about a yard on the play brings up 3rd down. 2nd down.
3 on the left, 1 on the right.
Trying to draw Wayne off sides, and it looks like maybe they did.
I think so. I think it could have been 15 Whitehall from the Falcons that drew that first offsides.
Offsides against the Falcons. 5-yard penalty.
Coach Whitehall has stressed all year about watching the ball to make sure that those things don't happen, but focus and up the middle.
Handoff up the middle, and now trying to get out to the right side, but he's just stringing this out, not gaining anymore. Reyes, I think, on the carry. Looks like he lost a couple on that. Back to the 31. It'll be 3rd down. Still has maybe 6-7 yards left to go for the first.
Trip split out left for the Cardinals. On the right side, there's 2 for the Comets. Drops back, pass to the right side.
Throwing it
Broken
deep.
defender. He's down.
Complete, and he's
Northbound.
going. Don't see any yellow on the field, and that's a touchdown along the far sidelines for Cardinal of 69 yards. And your Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt will come up. They are lined up to go for 2. And I'm not sure that right end kind of went in motion, but that could be called maybe either way. That's an encroachment against Wayne. He stood up, and then after a pause there, a pregnant pause, like I wasn't supposed to do that, then he turned and started like he was in motion, but it'll be marked off against Wayne half the distance, and they'll try it from about 1.5 yards with 7:16 to go here in the first.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper. It looks like it's going to be stopped short.
No good on the PAT attempt.
2-point conversion, no good for the Comets.
And it is 6-6 with 7:16 to go in quarter number 1. And each team successful on their opening series. And let's see if we can
things are shaping up to get interesting here at Epperly Field as both teams have both drove down the field pretty immediately as soon as they've gotten the ball in their possession. And I think it's going to look to be a high-scoring game unless coaches make a defensive change to get some stops.
Okay, and the Falcons are lined up for your People's Company kick return. We got Cobb and Kiefer deepest. Here we go. We're getting ready here for a People's Company kick return, and it is Dayton Jacobson from the 28 heading up across the 40 to the 44-yard line.
Dayton Jacobson will return for the Falcons. It will be 1st and 10 Falcons from their own.
Not sure if he tripped there, but it kind of looked like he started to fall down, or maybe he was just trying to lower his shoulders to get through some of the defenders, and maybe he just lost his balance. I'm not for sure.
Okay, so from their own 43, Wayne will put it in play right out here in front of us. And thanks to video technology in front of you there at home or wherever you're listening and watching now.
Double split to the left, handoff to keeper, up the
Right
middle,
hall.
running room. And he gets to about the 40-yard line before he's taken down by a couple comments.
Whitehall with the straight handoff to Kiefer gets to the Comet 40. 17-yard pickup. Allerton Lumber Company first down from the Comet 40. Wayne has it now. Whitehall will put it in play. Halferty blocking for Kiefer and gets his jersey grabbed, but that isn't going to stop him. He's going to get almost
He does lose the ball.
5 yards out of that. Oh, and a fumble on the play is recovered by the Cardinal Comets.
That's definitely something you don't see very often out of Chase and Kiefer, but just a lot of collision in there and jarred the ball loose.
So he picks up 4, but fumbles on the play. And they will put it in play from their own 36. Key at 6:43 to go in the first. Pass play over the middle, and he's going to be brought down really quickly. And
looks like Grayson Spencer and Jackson Cobb in there on the tackle. It's a good thing the tackle was made quickly, or else it was going to be interesting and could have been a long gain there.
Okay, gets to the 41, gain of about 5. And now from the gun again, quarterback looking on that right sideline, and it is over the head, incomplete of the intended receiver, defended by Cobb.
As intended, Grinder for the Comets, broken up there by Cobb for the Falcons, brings up 3rd down and 5.
I think that ball has to be a little hard to see over there when you get to about the 30 or the 20-yard line, because the sun looks like it hasn't quite set enough. And so when you get over there and as a defensive cornerback, you turn your head and you're looking right into the sun, it makes it tough. You just got to get your hands up, make a play.
Well, so is the receiver. Most teams like throwing the ball toward their own sidelines. And again, he's looking to the right the whole way.
Trouble, and Dayton Jacobson makes a quarterback sack.
Jacobson shoots in there for the sack.
Quarterback sack for the Falcons. Falcon fans.
Big play and a big loss on the play back inside the.
Sack again for the Falcons. Let's put it down on the tally, Casey.
Looks like maybe at the 28-yard line, so a loss of 13 on the play.
Yeah, that stop was huge for the Falcons.
Now it's 4th and long for the Cardinal Comets, and they are in punt formation, and he gets it away finally. Held that a long time for a short little shank off to the right, and
Kevin, I think he was trying to set up a little bit of a rugby punt and maybe try to get it out there into the field and get a little bit of a roll on it so that they could get the Falcons back into their own territory and give them a little bit farther to have to drive down the field, but it kind of just shanked it a little bit, and so we're going to be set up here at midfield.
I think he maybe would have run that if it would have been available to him. From the Cardinal 49 with no wind whatsoever at the moment. 5.5 minutes left in the first. Wayne and Cardinal tied at 6. Handoff Jacobson up the middle, spins around and keeps going inside the 35, and they're saying the ball is down, but the official is saying Dayton Jacobson was down.
On the play, it'll be 2nd down down and 2 for the Falcons.
A gain of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Falcons. Within striking distance of another 1st down, this is going to be crucial for the Falcons as they look to put up some more points.
Gain of 8 for Jacobson on the rush. And now Whitehall sets his team. Drops straight back, looking right. Under some pressure at the end, and the receiver's got to come back for it, and it falls incomplete.
Pass intended for Jackson Cobb for the Falcons.
That was Cobb down there deep on the right sideline. It'll be 3rd down now for Wayne at the 41-yard line in a tie ball game here on the home opener for the Falcons at Epperly Field.
Jackson Cobb split on the right side. Gunnar Fogel on the top left.
He's through the line.
Jacobson has some running room.
And Dayton Jacobson bouncing off and running over the defenders. 41 yards for a Falcon touchdown. The biscuit is in the basket. Thank you, Hardee's. Now we will try for the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt.
I think they're going to try to go for 2 here, Kevin. I think they're just trying to get some more points to get the Comets back onto their heels a little bit. And
with 4:39 left in the first quarter, Wayne has taken the lead 12-6, and Whitehall under center for the PAT attempt. Rolls right, throws right, complete.
Brady Langloss with the catch.
Langloss.
Makes the score, your Wayne Falcons.
Brady Langloss with the reception. And Wayne is out now to a 14-6 lead.
4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
14-6 on the Coddington scoreboard. And get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Don't forget, listen in for a special guest interview at Corydon Hy-Vee halftime coming up later on. Always, that first home game is always a fun interview. And you probably know, if you're a regular listener, who I'm talking about. But yes, we will have our usual halftime of the home opener with a surprise guest.
Kevin, the wind looks like it's coming a little bit harder now off of the north.
Perfect time.
Absolutely. Jackson Cobb's going to set up and try to take advantage of this, hopefully, and get a good kick and try to get the Comets stopped far back in their territory.
People's Company kickoff coming up thanks to Jared Chambers, your People's Company auctioneer and agent, and it goes down the left sideline, and they blew a whistle, so it must have went on out.
Yeah, I think it did go ahead and bounce out of bounds. It was a good idea to go to the left side and kind of try to pick out a spot and go away from the running backs that maybe have a little bit more speed, and kind of gives to keep it away from them so we can make a stop there.
Okay, from their own, we're calling it the 32 here. They're taking the ball there. Cardinal ball at their own 32. Trailing Wayne 14-6. They've had success through the air, and the Falcons have dominated on the ground. There's a rush, and Whitehall and Kiefer snuff it out and drop him quick.
Definitely a great read by Kiefer and Whitehall to sniff that play out and get a good stop, because that's what the Falcons need to do if they're going to try to stop this Comets attack.
Looks like they lost about 3 on the play to the 29. It'll be second down there. 2 receivers out to the right for Cardinal, 1 to the left. 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback, and he goes in motion to the right. The snap and pressure again right up the middle. Is that Halferty?
Jaden Halferty was in there on that quarterback sack. He provided great pressure off the right side he was coming in, and the quarterback didn't even hardly see him. He came off his blind side and just pretty much immediately made that tackle.
Back to, I'd say, the 18 maybe. From their own 18, third and the rest of September. The snap looking and under pressure. Kiefer has the quarterback in his grasp and takes him down.
I don't know if it's going to be enough for a safety. I think it's going to be just short, but a great effort by Chase and Kiefer.
Wayne says you want to pass, you got to get time to throw.
Absolutely. The Falcons, they're not going to give this Comets team the room to utilize their passing game. We're going to shut it right down as Chase and Kiefer is quickly getting after.
Looks like back at maybe the 4-yard line from his own end zone, deep in the end zone. The punter gets it off over Jacobson and takes a Cardinal bounce or two.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a ball Chase and Kiefer should have tried to hop on, as that took a good, I would say a good 10 to 12 yards bounce, and that's something we got to try to eliminate on some of those punt returns, because that's all the Comets are going to try to do is get a toppling punt so that the ball does roll away from them so that they can get the Falcons stopped inside
sequence
their
for
territory.
the Falcons. They minus yards on each of the 3 plays on a 3 and out. They lost 3 on the running play, and then back-to-back sack jacks by Halferty and Kiefer backed them all the way up to their own 4, and they got the punt off and took a terrific bounce. But Wayne's ball at their own 45, leading 14-6 here in the first. It is 2:39 left. We're going to mark the time on that. Let us know how where you're listening from. And again, we are here and have Falcon football alum Seth Sheriff with us tonight and helping with the technology, bailing out the old man here. And Whitehall under center will take it and hand it off. Kiefer stops and bounces right and gets big yardage.
Yeah, that's definitely a good gain for Kiefer. I think the plan from Coach Whitehall tonight is just to pound on that Comets defense. Just run the ball and attack and try to wear them out as fast as they can with the run, and then maybe later in the quarter or even later in the game try to break out that pass.
It is an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons, and Whitehall now hands it off to Kiefer, who's stacked up in the backfield and couldn't get free. Looks like maybe he'll lose a couple of yards on that play.
I think now would be a great time to maybe try to utilize a power sweep maybe, or even a little bit of a pass. Just kind of the Comets are kind of cracking down on the run game, because that's been kind of the key plays we've been running. So if we can switch it up a little bit here and try to get a few more yards, kind of keep the defense on their toes.
Cardinals got to do something. Wayne very effective running the ball early, and Whitehall pitches it to Kiefer running left, and he's going to be hit early.
He kind of lost his step there. The field conditions here at Epperly Field are a little bit rougher than they have been in past years. A little bit harder summer, and trying to take care of this field to keep its lush color. And I think it looks like there's a couple holes and things out there as some dirt flew. That's just a lack of grass to keep his balance and his step.
It'll be 3rd and long for Wayne at the Comet 46-yard line. Cobb on the near side, Fogel up top, and it'll be a quick pass intended for Halferty or Langloss, and incomplete.
Right through the hands of Langloss. That's something we gotta try to snatch up all of those passes just to gain some yards and keep the defenders on their toes. But now the Comets have seen that we're willing to pass the ball, and so that's something that they're definitely gonna put in their back pocket and keep open. Jackson Cobb is set here to punt the ball.
4th down, Cobb in punt formation, clean snap, and gets the punt off to the right, and it takes a Falcon
punt
bounce.
Going down into the right.
Oh, it hit the pylon.
Yeah, you can't script that any better. That was a great effort by Jackson Cobb.
I think that's going to be a touchback, though. The pylon is in the end zone. But it's whether it hit the line before it hit the pylon or not. I couldn't quite tell. 40 seconds left in the first quarter, and I think they're going to spot that ball at the 1. Oh, wow, what a punt.
Yeah, that was a fantastic effort by Jackson Cobb. You can't write that up any better.
No, now they're moving it up toward the 20. I think after conferring, that's going to be a touchback. Still a very good punt.
Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. It kind of, as the ball was toppling down there, I think it just hit the pylon. Because it did so, they can't really catch that at the 1 yard line or even the 2 yard line where it may have went out. Because it hit the pylon, they're gonna call that as a touchback, and that's unfortunate for the Falcons because that was a phenomenal punt effort by Jackson Cobb.
I think there's a penalty added onto that as well to get the ball to the.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets from their own 35-yard line.
Okay, so the punt return is actually a touchback plus 15 on a penalty against Wayne. So from their own 35, Cardinal runs it this way, and he gets a blocker too, and it's going to be run out of bounds. Langloss in front of us at the 44.
Yeah, that extra penalty onto that touchback, that was going to be tough. The Falcons got to do what they got to do to get a couple stops here and keep the Comets from driving down the field.
First down Wayne at the first down Cardinal at the Wayne 44-yard line. Wayne leads the game 14-6 as we draw near the end of the first quarter.
Quarterback rolls
and
to the right,
quarterback
ends up taking it up the field.
Not gain anything there. And I don't think we're probably going to get another play off. They are lined up, but they won't get it off.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Wayne 14, Cardinal 6 at the end of the first quarter. Okay, so the ball will continue to be at the 44, but they'll move to the south end of the field, so it won't be right out here in front of us anymore. And that is, we are at the end of the first quarter. Did we update the Coddington scoreboard? Yes, we did. Quarter 2, Wayne 14, Cardinal 6. And again, Cardinal is the name of the school, not the name of the mascot. They are the Cardinal Comets. If I call them the Cardinals, deal with it, I guess. But do you want help protecting your future? Call or stop by and let Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Troy Umbenhauer assist you. 212 South Franklin, 872-2725. Tell him thanks for sponsoring Falcon football right here on the Quattro, KIICradio.com. Stream 4, the Wayne channel. And we are just about ready here for the beginning of the second quarter. Wayne leading the game 14-6, but Cardinal has the ball in Wayne territory. Quarterback hands it off in the backfield, and he's brought down for a loss by Langloss right around midfield. They'll give him forward progress to the 50. 6-yard loss on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and about 16 to go. Now they're sending their receivers to the, they got 2 on this side and 3 on the far side. Empty backfield with the quarterback. He's under some pressure, steps up in the pocket and has time, throws a wobbly duck. Oh, incomplete.
Good coverage by Brady Langloss and Jackson Cobb there to make sure that that ball comes incomplete.
That was a nice play by the quarterback to step up through the pressure, but then it not so great of a toss. And ball sits at midfield. It is 4th down.
Kiefer looks like he's getting set back deep.
Punt formation for the Comets.
Snaps a little high. He gets it off. Great punt. Toppling. Kiefer's going to let it go. He's going to try to pick it up.
Oh, that's going to be inside
right into the
inside the PAT line there. So they get the break that Wayne couldn't just a little bit ago. A midfield punt that gets inside the 5-yard line.
I think that's something we got to work on, Kevin, is try to pick up some of those punts, because that's something that as a receiver set back like that, you got to kind of notice how the ball is coming into, whether it's going to bounce forward or if it's going to bounce away from you. And if it's going to bounce away from you going towards that end zone, you want to make sure you pick that up so those extra yards don't get gained, because you can't set your team up.
Seth, if you haven't noticed, I'm just trying to figure out who's on the field. No gain on the play for the Falcons. Was that Kiefer? I couldn't tell.
I think it was Kiefer again up the middle there.
Okay, 2nd down from their own 2. Wayne's ball. We're in the 2nd quarter. Wayne has the lead 14-6. Whitehall pitches it to Jacobson coming up the middle, and he'll get a little bit of breathing room. Give him 5 to the 7. Big play here for the Falcons, needing a 1st down. And Jacobson trying to come this way, and he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
Jacobson, the ball carrier, brought down by Matt Batencourt for the Comets.
Looks like maybe a loss of a yard or so on the play.
I think so, Kevin.
4th and long. Jackson Cobb standing in his own end zone to punt. That's my hand, you see. High snap. It's blocked, and it's inside the Falcon 10 still. Covered by the Comets at the 7.
Yeah, that's no good for the Falcons, as Comets are in striking distance now.
It'd be 1st and goal.
9 minutes and 24 seconds left on the game clock in the 2nd quarter.
1st and goal from the Wayne 7. Wayne with an 8-point lead, but ball is deep in their territory. And the handoff to number 12 will not help. Lang lost the first hit for the Falcons. Davis, I think, there to help. He's dropped clear back to the 10. But it's still 2nd and goal to go. Jenna Lane, 214 South Franklin, 872-1304. Go Falcons. Looking left, throwing, and it's complete. And dancing with a couple of Falcons there. Tay Van Dyne, I think, grabbed him. And you can hear the train. It's a gain down to about the 5. 3rd and goal on the left hash. Wayne leading 14-6. One back in the backfield with the quarterback, and he will get No, the quarterback keeps it and heads straight up the middle.
Langloss in on the tackle again there.
Yeah, Brady's playing a really good game. That's short of the goal, and it'll be 4th. He might have got, let's give him 1 yard, but it's going to be 4th down and goal to go from the Falcon 4-yard line. Quarterback looking and tipped. Intercepted. Brett Whitehall, I think, on the grab. First, wow, what a step up. What a stop, and they will have the ball at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely a positive turn of events for the Falcons, as now they have the ball and they're going to start to drive back down the field.
7:24 that comes at. Another big play for the Falcon defense. Let's see if Whitehall can get the team moving north.
Handoff. Kiefer up the middle for a good, solid gain, 4 or 5 yards.
We'll give you a Miles Law Firm stat check here in just a moment. Looks like he got 6 up to the 17. Kiefer stays in the backfield. Halferty is the fullback. Is that right?
That looks to be correct. Langloss motions over. Sweep out to the left side. Kiefer has some running room. Then taken down by a couple of Comets.
Boy, they tried to strip that as he was holding it and running it out.
Absolutely.
And big old strong pause by Chase Kiefer holding on to the ball.
Yeah, Chasen's not going to. He's going to do everything in his power to keep every ball in his possession. After earlier he had that turnover, he's going to make sure that he keeps that ball snug and tight into his possession.
That's an Allerton Lumber Company first down for the Falcons at their own 21 on the 4-yard pickup by Chase Kiefer. New set of downs, really no wind to speak of, but Brett Whitehall under center. Takes the snap, dropping straight back, looking this way, throwing it toward Langloss.
Brady Langloss.
Incomplete.
That's definitely something with our passing game. We've got to get that ball up into the air so our receivers have a chance to catch that.
Now you mentioned something when you were introducing the starting lineups, and I think you're really onto what I saw in the first couple weeks. Fogel has athletic ability. He can jump up, and he's got soft hands to catch it and bring it down. Maybe something to him on the sideline or even over the middle.
Yeah, I think that'd be definitely a good choice. A little blooper there to Kiefer, and that's definitely something that we got to shoot for, and that's something that we could probably try to get to Gunnar Fogel. As he is a basketball player, he has the ability to get up into the air and get his hands on the ball and try to come down with it. That'd be definitely a good play that the Falcons can try to filter into their game plan here tonight.
The completion from Whitehall to Kiefer is good for a Allerton Lumber Company first down for the Falcons at their own 32, an 11-yard pickup on the play.
Fogel split out on the left side, Cobb on the right, double backs, handoff. Kiefer goes up the right side and gets a gain of a couple yards before he's taken down by a couple of Comets.
It's a good 2, almost 3, out near the just shy of the 35. We'll call it the 34. The problem is I can't just say that anymore because now they have video and they can see where the ball is at. Handoff is to Jacobson, I believe, and he's going to get across the 35, but not much more. It'll be third down Wayne at their own 36, leading the Cardinal Comets 14-6. Okay, again, Halfordy is the lead blocker here, and Jacobson is the gets the pitch and pauses and now runs to the right side. He's going to have first down yardage and out of bounds on the far sideline. Allerton Lumber, first down for the Falcons.
Definitely a good use of the game plan here by Coach Whitehall and the Falcon coaching staff as they tried to utilize a couple of those short passes to get the Comets kind of spread out onto the outside, and then they're going to try to come back at them with some sweeps and some runs, just kind of keep the Comets defense on their toes and just throw everything at them. That's how you're going to be successful tonight.
Yeah, because you might think they're all running plays, but some to the right, some to the left. Ball is, the snap was fumbled, and I think Cardinal's going to get this.
The Comets seem to come up with that ball. Whitehall has some butterfingers there and cannot keep his hands on the ball, and that's turnovers have kind of been a big part of the game tonight, as we've already had two from the Falcons side.
Yeah, we had some issues with the exchange last week, and the ball is at the 42.
Yeah, we definitely have to do a better job of keeping track of that ball and hanging on to it, as it is a warmer night. The ball is going to get a little slippery and hands are going to be sweaty, and we're going to just have to do our best to keep track of that ball.
Flag down on the play, stopping it before it starts. And it's good against Cardinal. That'll back them up 5 to the 47 or so. So it'll be 1st and 15 now. Again, a great view from here in the press box. Cardinal quarterback takes the snap, looking right, throwing it. Nice throw, but it's incomplete. Cobb was there to defend, but he wasn't going to stop him from catching it. It just couldn't be pulled in.
Yeah, Kevin, something that's going on tonight was kind of nice to see in a football game, is both teams are working the run game on the ground and also through the air as they're trying to attack the other side.
You know what I like? It's not 38 degrees and raining.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is what football should be. That's going to be a Wayne County Hospital timeout for Cardinal, brought to you by Wayne County Hospital. Dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. That comes with 4:05 left in quarter number 2. Okay. A home might be the single largest investment you'll ever make. That's why it's so important to work with someone you trust, like a mortgage loan specialist from Great Western Bank. They are helping to make life great. The staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It could be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. And no matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Okay. Falcons on defense. Ball's at their 47. Cardinal now with a man in motion this way, and a snap at the knees. Fielded by the quarterback, rolling and throwing, and
great catch by
complete.
That Comet receiver. A good effort by Jackson Cobb to bring him in to make sure that that receiver doesn't gain any more yards. That was a great throw and a great leaping catch by number 8 from the Comets.
Complete inside the Wayne 20 at the 18. So that's a 29-yard pickup on the play. And with under 4 to go in the first, Cardinal again way down deep in Falcon territory. Quarterback in the gun. Snap and gives the handoff to 12. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got room, and he's going to score. That's a touchdown, Cardinal. No penalty flags. The biscuit's in the basket. 18-yard touchdown run. And we will do 14-12 for the moment for the Falcons. The Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt coming up for Cardinal.
Comet split 2 out to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback draws, The Falcons sniff it out. A little pass. It's going to be complete for that 2 points.
He was in the grasp, but got the pass off before he was thrown down. And it is 14 all here in the second quarter. Cardinal and Wayne. Week 2, but game number 3 for both of these teams. And we'll have your People's Company kick here in just a moment. Hicks Realty LLC is located in Wayne County with a home office in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate and needs. Farms, homes, commercial, you name it, Kim does it all. Strength in all fields, describes it well, and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker owner Kim Hicks at 895-8471 or check out their website at hicksrealtyllc.com. Tell Kim thanks for sponsoring Falcon football. We are in season 10. 10. Got some facts for you on that regard as well.
Maddox Jones is back to kick it off here for the Comets. Kiefer and Cobb both set back to do the receiving. A squib kick down the middle.
Ground ball fielded by, is that
Gunnar Fogel, I believe.
Gunnar Fogel at the
ball.
38. 39. Wayne will put it in play from their own 39. Oh, and let us know how the quality of the video as well as the audio is going. You can text me at 641-870-4469. Hand off to Kiefer. He'll get out to the 45. Six, we'll make it 2nd and 4 from their own 45. And I think we've got more seasons of Falcon football than Beverly Hillbillies had. Pass is complete to the right, but no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and about 4. Whitehall to Fogel. Doesn't move the marker. And from their own 45, it'll be 3rd and 4.
Falcons are going to split 2 out to the right. Double setback of the running backs. Handoff to Keeper up the left side.
Kiefer's not going to have 4, but it is a gain on that play. What would you say? You got 2 there?
I would say 2.
It's going to be 4th and a short 2. They think we're punting, and I guess Cobb came in, so we might think that as well. But you never know. Watch the short direct snap to Jacobson.
Short yards here, a little miss.
Cobb gets the punt off, calling for a fair catch at his own 24.
Whitehall scurries down the field pretty quickly to get that receiver. That's probably some of the reason why he did call for that fair catch is he wouldn't have been able to get much running room with Whitehall coming right at him.
Yeah, and he didn't want the fear that goes along with that.
Yeah.
As soon as I catch it, I'm going to get plowed. Cardinal ball on their own 23. Throwing this way, complete to number 8. He eludes a couple of defenders, and now he's gone. He's going to win that foot race by a long way. Hardy's puts the biscuit in the basket. That's going to be a touchdown catch on a short pass and a 77-yard play for Cardinal. There were Falcons in the area, but they couldn't make the play. And touchdown comes with 1:35 left in the first half. And the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt. Quarterback looking over the middle, throwing it, knocked down by the Falcons. It's incomplete. PAT fails.
2-point conversion pass broken up in there by number 18, Terry Van Dyne for the Falcons. Makes the score. The Cardinal Comets
And so
Falcons 14, a minute 35 remaining in the first half.
20-14 is our score. Cardinal has thrown a couple of scores at the Falcons and taken the lead. Minute and a half. When you're a run-oriented team, that sometimes is not a whole lot of time, but this is a team that can score on any particular play where you only need maybe 8 or 10 seconds to score.
For sure, as this game is kind of unveiled about this Falcons team, is that they have a run attack, but they also can take it through the air as well. The passing game isn't quite as stellar or dynamic as the run game is, as Kiefer is pretty solid on the ground as well as Jacobson, but we do have some components there on the split out that we can go through the air and be very, very hard to defend.
And your People's Company kick is a ground ball that will be fielded at the 27 or 8 by Langloss and just safely into his possession on his knees there.
Yeah, the Comets were going to make sure that the Falcons couldn't do anything with that ball, as that's some of the reason for sticking it on the ground, so that the Falcons had to kind of field it, and they couldn't really get up the field with that.
From their own 28. Wayne's ball, 1st and 10. Minute and a half left until halftime. And Whitehall with Kiefer behind him. Gives him the ball up the middle and short gain to the 30 or so.
Give the ball carried for the Falcons up the middle, gain of about 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 8 from their own 30, trailing 20-14. Wayne has the football, moving into a very light breeze, heading to the north end of the field.
Falcons are looking for something big here with the last minute of the half.
Trips to the right. He rolls to the right and throws it Langloss away, incomplete.
Yeah, Kevin, we got to really reel those passes in. Not a very far pass as far as trying to gain some yards, but everything helps as we're trying to score with the last 54.9 seconds left in this first half.
And I think Coach Whitehall wants a Wayne County Hospital timeout. Brought to you by the Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. Wayne County Hospital. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers, calling Cordon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today. Okay, Falcon ball. And it is 2nd down. The 3rd down. And a short little run by Whitehall off the left side, and he's going to get a yard.
It's going to bring up a Falcons punt, unless a little trickery is in the bag for the Falcons.
It looks like they're going to let the play clock and the game clock run down as far as possible. And coach is maybe going to call timeout when it gets to 1. Play clocks are not running tonight. Not sure what's going on there. Now we did kick on the overhead lights in the press box. And that is the 3rd and final Wayne County Hospital timeout for Wayne in the first half, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you, Wayne County Hospital. Doesn't look like it affected our video any, but
Kevin, as these windows are open here on the press box, you can kind of smell some of the barbecue grills in it.
yes, you
It's kind
can.
of making us hungry out here in the press box. It smells awfully good.
Seeing some popcorn being passed around there as well. And our halftime guest is in attendance tonight, but they are not yet heading to the press box. All right, we got that taken care of, and we will have a halftime guest after all. 14.2 seconds left. 4th down. The snap is clean and fumbled. Oh, but picked right back up, and number 8 has a little bit of room running to the left, but quickly closed down, brought down by Langloss for a short loss on the play.
That's going to leave 3.5 seconds left on the game clock here in this first half.
With 3 seconds left, what do you think, like a hook and lateral kind of thing from their own?
Could be, or it may just be a straight Hail Mary, just trying to get something done before the half.
38-yard line.
They're going to try to do something to get number 8 the ball, I think.
I don't think the Comets want to maybe go through the air, because that does leave the opportunity for the Falcons maybe to pick it off and run it back. So
they're going to. Okay, I would have just thrown him a pass here and let him try, one-on-one, even one-on-two, because he had speed and he broke some tackles. They're just going to take a knee. And that'll end the first half. And it is 20-14 in favor of Cardinal. At the half, we'll update the Coddington scoreboard and grab the mic away from Seth here for a halftime interview that everybody, and I mean everybody, looks forward to. Halftime of opening night here at Epperly Field, because it means one thing and one thing only.
Little softball action.
Okay, I'm going to intimidate you a little bit. Yes, we're really going to do this. We're going to spin the camera around, and we'll zoom out as far as we can.
This crosses the line.
Ambushed in her very first halftime interview. Oh, buddy, this is going to be good. You can't get all the way out of the picture.
I'm trying.
And again, check out the shirt.
I see.
.4 KIIC.
Look at you.
With the official Falcon swag wear. And now extensive research.
Oh, great. You probably know it better than I do.
Well, actually, I'm going to lean on you for some of it, because I didn't have time for as extensive of research as I wanted. But, okay, we are at Hy-Vee halftime, brought to you by your Corridon Hy-Vee. And we are here with Falcon head softball coach Heather Fortune, and one of my favorite interviews every single year.
Awesome. That's why I come back.
And okay, so first of all, let's just throw it out open-ended. Tell us about your season that concluded this summer, and did you think you had maybe a kind of halfway good year, or?
I feel like we did okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we
all
did all right. There's always room to improve, right? So we can do better.
4 trips to the state tournament in a decade.
Yes.
That is not just a good year. That is a not even a great team. That's a program.
Yeah, I really credit that back to the Cassandra Dar years. The group of girls that played with her and worked hard in the off season to show our young girls what we can do. I really credit that to them because I think with the younger girls knowing that this is a possibility and I want to do that someday and I want to be a part of this, it's really pushed our kids to work in the off season, to get better, to do whatever they need to do to develop as a team, not play selfishly and that kind of thing. And so I'm thankful that we've had groups of girls that have followed that same pattern and that same path. And I just hope that it continues. You know, we have kids that are playing so much ball in the off season right now. Last weekend, I had gotten messages from several of my kids, and I think 6 of last year's starters were playing ball last weekend. So, you know,
And
I'm just proud of
softball is a sport that can and often is dominated within the circle
Yes.
by pitching. And this was your 4th trip to the state tournament with your 3rd different
Correct.
primary pitcher.
Yeah.
That is,
You know, it is a pitcher-catcher game. I will never say that it's not. But on the off side of that, we're high school girls. We're 1A kids that play 3 and 4 different sports in a year. And so our pitchers and catchers have been phenomenal. I can't ask for them to be any better, but we have to win it at bat too. And so these girls that come in and they put the time in the off season to be able to hit the ball, it's huge for us.
oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As a team in the POI for conference games only.
Okay, conference only.
And your conference is important. You got to, that's the bulk of your season. You have
Right.
a lot of conference games. We're in a very good conference. A Mount Air team that ended up 3rd in the state tournament in Class 2A.
Yes.
Wayne is 1A team. A Lennox team that was a regional semifinalist,
Semifinalists.
and
they were
had
just
an
a heck of a ball
outstanding
player.
pitcher.
Yeah.
And a Martinsdale St. Mary's team that until the wheels fell off
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the season was again off to a very good start and has a very good tradition. But in
And
the
these stats
POI,
won't show it, but we kept I-35 on our schedule too. We hated to lose I-35 and Pleasantville, so we need to remember we did lose those 2 schools as they wanted to move on north, but we kept them on our schedule to try to keep some of that competition in there. So I know the stats don't show their game, but
we'll get to the
Okay,
whole
okay,
season here
all right.
also. But okay, and to begin, a record of 24-9, 10-3 in the POI
Yep.
was good for a tie for 2nd.
correct.
And your team, as a team, led the conference in conference games only with a batting average of 379 as a team.
As a team.
And that led the conference by 30 points over the next highest team batting average,
I didn't know that.
which was Southeast Warren. Your team on-base percentage of 458 in conference games led the conference by 14 points over Southeast Warren, and your team slugging percentage of 567 for a team for 13 conference games led the conference, which was Mount Air, the conference champion, led them by 74 points. So your team OPS of 1025 led the entire conference. The next highest was Southeast Warren, and they were 119 points behind you in team OPS of over 1. That is
we did
outstanding
okay.
hitting.
We did okay. I should add in there that Sterling Bent and then followed by Emily Jones, they led the entire conference in offensive stats as far as their averages. And that's, we got 10 schools, so we got 200 kids, that we're kind of competing and comparing against, and those 2 girls led the conference 1-2.
Your team led the conference in at-bats, runs, hits, triples, RBIs, and were second in doubles, home runs, the fewest strikeouts at the plate. And
I didn't know the fewest strikeouts.
And the best, this is conference games only,
Sure.
and the best walk-to-strikeout ratio as hitters. And then on the other side, you were first in the conference with the fewest hits allowed, the fewest walks, the most strikeouts by pitchers,
Yeah.
and the highest strikeout to walk ratio pitching, and were third in team ERA with the second fewest errors. I mean, again, this is a conference that had the third place 2A school and a very good Lennox team, a moderately good but down for them Martinsdale St. Mary's team in.
Yeah, our defense was phenomenal, and I can't say enough about our pitcher-catcher combo with Sterling and Cammie in the majority of the games. They worked so well together, calling the games. As I do almost every year, we call very, very few pitches unless there's things that we just want to see as a coaching staff, and we really leave that up to them to run their game, and they take it seriously, and they take those stats seriously, and they work to get better every single year. Or every single game, I guess I should add. Our defense behind them just played so well this year. I credit that to our pitcher catcher being able to do what they needed to do, knowing that they had them behind them.
And this was a defense with only 2 seniors.
Yeah.
First base, center field.
Yeah.
Everybody else was. Let's see. You had one junior at second base. And right field, left field were
Our
sophomore, and catcher were sophomores.
Yep, sophomores.
Everybody else was freshmen.
Yes. Yeah.
So
it's exciting.
But
they are high school girls, so we'll see what happens between now and then too. I said it. I've been around long enough to know.
Oh, there might be high school girls listening too, or now they can watch.
Yeah,
and that was clearly Coach
me.
Fortune that said that.
We'll see how focused we stay over the next few years.
In all of Class 1A, your team, as a team, was number 7 in slugging percentage at .482. That's all games. Number 8 in home runs, number 8 in earned run average, number 5 in fewest runs allowed, number 4 in fewest walks allowed, number 6 in the most strikeouts, number 7 in fielding percentage. So again, it's not just pitching, it's not just hitting.
Yeah.
You got fielding going on and all kinds of things.
Yep.
But my favorite stat for the whole season.
I know what it is. I know what it's going to be.
This is awesome. Well, yes, because I just can't keep my mouth shut. Freshman pitcher Sterling Bent. Her slash line was 528, 575, 906. Wow.
So that's phenomenal in itself.
Phenomenal in itself.
Okay.
She was also the pitcher for the Falcons and had 238 strikeouts, which was number 6 in all of Class 1A.
Mm-hmm.
And at the plate did not strike out a single time.
As a leadoff hitter.
As a leadoff hitter. 238 strikeouts as a pitcher, 0 as a hitter. There were only 3 regular players in all of Class 1A to go without striking out, and none of them had the rest of the resume that Sterling did.
The number of at-bats that it took to be able to earn that stat.
Yes. Number of at-bats, and did we have that? She was also, she led, I think this was Class 1A. I didn't write that down if it was POI or 1A. I think it was Class 1A. She led the state in doubles.
Very likely.
With
She broke our school record in triples this year.
She was number 2 in the state with 8 triples, number 5 in slugging percentage, number 8 in batting average, and number 6 in strikeouts as a pitcher. Cameron Jacobson, her battery mate, tied for 5th in home runs with 7. Yeah. That's all of Class 1A. So,
this was one of the most fun groups I've had coaching. They were zero drama. So I may have said you never know what high school girls are going to be like, right? But I really need to add a little plug in here. We're talking no drama, and anybody that coaches high school girls knows that a little bit of that comes along with it. They were fun. They were just fun. They had their lows. We had our lows in the season of just the monotony of coming every single day and being at the field at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and getting home at midnight and just tired, the fatigue of it all. But they overcome that. We struggled there for just a little while, and they played well enough to win, but we struggled. But they were fun. They were fun all the time, and I really think that plays into a young team being able to make it as far as they did because it was fun.
And again, a 24-9 overall record. Of those 9 losses, the worst loss was to a Martinsdale St. Mary's team that's been to the state tournament gobs of times.
Yeah.
And that was a 4-3 loss on their field, which you never know. But Martinsdale ended the year with a 17-15 record. So objectively, that's still not a bad
Right.
team, a bad year. And
We took
that
our butt
loss,
kickings from Albia twice.
well, Albia was a highly ranked team that qualified for the state tournament in Class 3A and ended the year at 27-6.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Okay.
They're phenomenal.
So, and 2 losses to a very good 26-7 Lennox team with an outstanding pitcher. And West Burlington was a 3A regional finalist and ended the year at 25-12.
We go to that Oskaloosa tournament every year so that we can see people that we know nothing about, and it's luck of the draw. Sometimes we get a 1A school, sometimes we get a 3A school, sometimes we get Carlisle.
You've played Carlisle there more than
yes,
once, I
we
think.
have, and
Yeah.
so we knew that was a possibility. We really wanted Albie on our schedule just for to play him. We just wanted to be able to play him. Then we drew them in the Oskaloosa tournament. Just bad luck there that we drew them twice, but it is what it is. It makes us better, and our girls need to be able to see what is better, what can we do, what do we need to do to get to that level. And so they're the losses that we just had to take, and is what it is.
Yeah, the POI has some very good teams, and then they've got some kind of middle teams, and if you just compare yourself to that,
Yes.
you don't necessarily get to that level
Yeah.
where you're playing in Fort Dodge.
Yeah,
at
and
the end of the
when
year.
you have kids that don't have the opportunities to be able to play travel ball, they don't always get to see that next level. And so we need that. We need the next level.
We're at Hy-Vee halftime. You can check the score on right here, the Coddington scoreboard, which shows Wayne trailing 20-14 at the moment. We've got some. This is Coach Fortune. This is backwards because I'm looking at the camera trying to do this.
It's like a green screen. It's like a meteorologist right there.
Well, I'm not a meteorologist, but we're going to make it rain. There we go. There's the advertisers rolling through there. So please, again, thank them for sponsoring Falcon Football here on KIICradio.com. Stream 4, we're going to take a peek. We got over 2.5 minutes left in this Hy-Vee halftime, and we're here with head softball coach Heather Fortune. And one of the highlights for the year was what I would call a modest amount of revenge over a very old grudge dating back to 2010 against BCLUW, and to be able to do it on their field probably made it feel even better.
Yes. None of those girls were the same kids, that we played against, but
or they're not very smart.
But
One
for
of
the
those
coaching
two.
staff, we knew that they're kind of a bunting team, and sometimes history is what it is. Martinsdale is a small ball kind of a team. The I-35s are long ball kind of a team. So we didn't know much about BCLUW except for our history with them. And we had a few coaches give us a little bit of information and said, they're just going to run on you. They're going to bunt on you, and they're going to run on you. And Cammie and Sterling really listened to that. And we couldn't have asked for Sterling's Rise Ball to be any better that night. Every opportunity that they had to get a bunt down, they popped up, fouled off, and we just played heads up, lights out. This is not going to be our last game kind of ball. It was exciting. It was a lot of fun to play that game.
And they were ranked number 4 or 5 at the time.
5.
And watch this reaction. What was Wayne ranked at the time?
I'm kind of careful to say, we could not get noticed because,
I know
sometimes not being noticed is okay.
Sometimes
you
yes.
fight so hard.
Teams
to get a
think
target
you're
on
not
your
that
back.
good.
That's right. You fight so hard to get a target on your back, and then once you do, you don't want it anymore. You're like, never mind. So, no, we did not get ranked, even though last time rankings came out, we were undefeated in Class 1A, and that gained us nothing. But, in the end, it worked out okay.
It worked out very well. We're going to wrap it up so that we can spin the camera back around and get ready for the second half here as we close down Hy-Vee halftime with the Falcons trailing 20-14. And once again, it's a pleasure, Coach Heather Fortune. Good luck this year with a lot of players back, a lot of key players back, and we're going to be going back to Fort Dodge next summer.
We are. That's the plan.
And you can book a room.
That's book a room.
Thanks
Thank
a lot,
you.
Coach Fortune. I've got a parting gift somewhere, but you might have to wait.
Do you have my gum?
Hey, somewhere, but I don't know where. Head coach Heather Fortune of the very successful Wayne Falcon softball team. And we are ready for the People's Company's second half kick, and they will be on. They have switched sides. Wayne kicking off toward the near sideline, and it gets out of bounds before Gunnar Fogel can get there.
A little squib kick. It's going to go out right around the 36-yard line before Fogel can get a hand on it.
Fogel playing that Josh Cobb role, but couldn't quite get there to recover it, and all right, it'll be at the 40-yard line. For consistency's sake, we're still going to put them on the right side here. KO off 40. And the handoff is to the only back in the backfield, and he's stopped right where he grabs the ball by several Falcon defenders. Langloss was in there. Luke Smith in on that one. Back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I think the Falcons' game plan this half is just going to make sure that their defense is locked in and ready to go, and that the offense is also going to, come around and try to make some big plays and put some points up on the board as they are down 6.
Second down, looking to pass. Cardinal throwing it deep, and it is incomplete.
Coverage on the play by number 5, Gunnar Fogel. Good coverage there to get his hands up and get some confusion in between the ball and the receiver.
Third down and 14 to go for Cardinal, leading Wayne 20-14 here at home opener for the Falcons in week 2. Quarterback in the gun, set, takes the snap, rolls left, looking to run. And he's trying to bounce it out.
Outside.
Across the 40, maybe to the 41. Gains back what was lost on first down, and it'll be 4th and 9. Punt formation for Cardinal. What am I? Is that like a chicken sandwich I'm smelling?
It could be
from down below.
Either way, it smells awfully good.
Yeah. Oh, and the punter's going to try to run this, and Langloss chases him down, overruns it, and I think
he's going to get the first down, going out at about the 45-yard line. Falcons couldn't make a stop there as Brett Whitehall tries to get over there, but he just doesn't have the speed quite to make it over there in time.
14-yard pickup on the fake punt. And Cardinal has it at the Wayne 45. Langloss kept him inside, but couldn't come back and make the tackle.
These Falcons have got to do something to make a stop here, as it's going to be crucial in the game so that the Comets don't get any more yards.
Running left, sweeping out to the side is number 12. I think that's Reyes.
Pretty decent open field tackle made by Brett Whitehall.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Wayne 45. Comets leading the Falcons 20-14. They got the opening kickoff here at the 40 and have moved it 15 yards.
Comets split 2 out to the right, 1 to the left.
Running play, nothing.
Falcons sniff that play out very well as they get 3 defenders on that tackle.
He might have lost half a yard, but we'll call it a gain of 0. And we'll still put it at the Wayne 45, where it's 3rd down now with under 9 left in the 3rd. And
there's some early movement there, Kevin. The refs didn't quite see that one.
Oh, and he breaks the tackle on the reception. It's going to be another first down for Cardinal. Looked almost like a screen pass, but it was across the line quite a ways.
Just a little dump pass over there through the middle. Kind of looked like a basketball play to a center going into the basket, but it's just a little blooper to get some yards down through the middle.
To the 28, 17-yard pickup.
2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield for the Comets.
Here's the snap, and pressure coming. Kiefer has him in his hands, and the quarterback will go down for a sack.
Lang lost Kiefer and Davis in there for the Falcons quarterback sack.
Back to the 36, loss of 8. Second and long. They have gotten pressure on the quarterback at times, many times tonight, and when they have, it's paid off.
Yeah, it's a solid effort as a couple of those plays kind of went nastily wild for the Falcons. The Comets gained some yards. They've turned things around and made sure that they stopped them here recently.
Nastily wild is our new motto, and quarterback tried to run it. Wasn't sure if he didn't see something right away and took off, or if that was just a design running play, but he gets to
Comets set it up again. 1 to the right with somebody split end on the right side.
from their own 38.
Movement in the backfield for the Comets. Quarterback drops back, gets set to throw to the right. Jackson Cobb makes a great defensive swat down to make sure that that ball comes incomplete.
Number 10, Landon Becker, had it in his hands, and Cobb just smacked it away, incomplete. Fourth down, and they are not going to attempt a punt here. Trying to draw Wayne off sides.
There was some movement, but luckily they didn't get quite across, so the refs may not have saw anything.
Now the quarterback drops even deeper as though he might punt, and it is fielded off the ground.
A little kick's going to take a Comet bounce and get
and
right
another
down within the...
inside the 5 kind of a deal.
Short run by the Comets on 4th down, bouncing down there by the goal line. It'll be first and
But a stop for the Falcon defense with 6:45 left in the third quarter. They will take over deep inside their own territory at the 2.
The Falcons got to really create something here on this drive as they need to put up some points. They don't necessarily have to do it fast, Kevin. They got to kind of try to run some time off the
I'll
clock.
take fast.
They absolutely.
Fast is good.
Fast is good, but we just need some points on the board.
Dayton Jacobson behind Whitehall. He'll get the handoff running right, and he's going to drag one guy and bounce another one.
Dayton Jacobson, the ball carries the Falcons around the right side, gain of about
7.
on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, Dayton Jacobson very solid on the run game tonight.
He's strong and he's fast.
Absolutely, he's definitely been in the weight room just working on explosiveness and power and keeping those balance and power within his legs to keep him going.
Fogel wide left, handoff up the middle. Is that Kiefer?
Dayton Jacobson, the ball carries
Jacobson again. No? Yes, Jacobson again. I'm not sure if he got a yard or not. Looks to... We'll give him 1. Why not?
The Falcons are going to split 2 out to the left side closest to us and 1 on the top side just off of that end. Movement from the Falcons is going to put Laundry onto the field.
Penalty will back Wayne up. I don't know if they can move back 5 yards. I think it'll be a half the distance.
Be close.
Move back 5 yards, repeat 3rd down.
They're going to repeat that set of downs, and hopefully the Falcons can get something rolling here. It'd be a very good thing for them right now.
Okay, Wayne's ball. Around their own 5-yard line, and the handoff is Jacobson. He's going to have some room, and he's out in, I think he's going to have first down run. And the official is stopping the clock to move the chains. That is a Allerton Lumber first down.
Yeah, it's a great play the Falcons set up there as the linemen got into their the guys across from, and they opened a good enough gap for Dayton Jacobson to make some yards upfield to get that first down.
Looks like they have the ball maybe on their own 17-yard line now. Whitehall takes the snap, gives it once again to Jacobson, stuttering and moving forward. He's up around the 30, might be another Allerton Lumber first down.
Again, like always, Dayton Jacobson very explosive and powerful through that line as he finds an open gap in the field as he's taken down right there around the 30.
It is another first down for the Falcons at their own 30. They trail in the game, but maybe they're picking up a little momentum here on offense. Whitehall under center. Jacobson still behind him. Hands it off. And then he's going to have 4 or 5 more, and now 10 more maybe. Across the 40. Another Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons are finally starting to move the ball way better, Kevin, and this is what they needed to do to ensure themselves a better attempt at putting some points up on the board.
On their own 42 now with 4 minutes left in the third. Wayne down by 6 on the scoreboard. Moving the ball effectively. Kiefer now back in there. Fresh legs. Oh, he's hit early and dropped right away. Nice play by number 55, Brody Adam. Never trust a guy with 2 first names. Loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, Brody's definitely a short little fella at 5'10", but he got through that line and he made a great play on Kiefer.
Halferty, the fullback, still. He will block on the sweep to Kiefer. Got the yard back, I think.
Brody Adam with another great defensive play as he shimmies through the Wayne offensive line to make another great defensive play.
It'll be 3rd and 10, Wayne.
He's definitely a very solid middle linebacker, shooting through those gaps and finding the ball.
2:51 left in the third. Wayne trailing, dropping back, throwing over the middle, in and out of the hands of Cobb and the defender, incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, Kevin, we got to really try to reel those passes in, as that's going to be crucial at trying to get some yards on these Comets. Just try to move the ball down the field. Good throw by Whitehall. We just couldn't reel it in.
And punt formation for the Falcons from their own 42. Cobb hits it. It's end over end, and it's going to be fielded at the 22. And he'll get close to the 30. And Wayne trailing 20-14.
Solid punt there by Jackson Cobb. Wayne defenders were able to get down there and make a play.
Alan Wilson's a proud sponsor of Wayne Football. Miles Law Firm, 107 West Jackson in Corydon, 872-2343. Go Falcons. The snap, and looking this way, throwing it high and deep and incomplete. Defended by Cobb.
Yeah, Kevin, it was kind of a funny play there. He ended up just having to go for the ankles as soon as the ball got there because he started to fall down, so he's just doing everything he could to make sure that ball came in complete.
Contact Coddington Incorporated to provide a base foundation for dirt, rock, and all your construction projects. A solid foundation ensures a productive, completed game plan. Score a finished product you'll be proud of for years to come by letting Coddington Incorporated assist you. And the running play up the middle, lots of room, and it's a race, and he's ahead. He's going to win the race. No flags that I can see. The biscuit's in the basket with 2:19 left. Straight up the middle, a 70-yard touchdown.
Kevin, the Falcons got to really try to do something to kind of try to reestablish their defensive game, because right now they're letting those middle gaps open, and these Comets are running right at them.
Your Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt is going to be a pass to the right side, over the head, incomplete. Flag on the play.
Pass intended for Blaine Bryant for the 2-point conversion. No good for the Comets. Makes the score. Your Cardinal Comets 26, Blaine Falcons.
The penalty flag was a hold on the offense, so it'll be declined by Wayne, and the incomplete pass makes your score 26-14. Right now, with 2:19 left in the third, Wayne down now by 12 points. Corydon State Bank considers the security of your financial information a top priority. They take extensive security measures to ensure a safe and reliable online experience for their customers. Corydon State Bank, security for your online banking. We're going to see what kind of arm the cheerleaders have. Oh, this is never going to make it at this pace. You're throwing it to the little kid in the front row. Darn it. Beaten out by a
Yeah, Kevin, it's definitely a great environment to watch a game here at Epperly Field. The cheerleaders are getting the whole entire crowd in the student section into the game.
People's Company kick is a ground ball recovered by Fogel at the 33.
Jones to pick off for the Comets. Gunnar Fogel falls on the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 Falcons.
Their own 33. They'll have the ball trailing now by a couple of touchdowns to a Cardinal Comets team they thought they had a real good shot at. We'll see still. Get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Tell them thanks for sponsoring Falcon football here in Season 10. And Kiefer just keeps moving, and he gets forward yardage out shy of the 40. That's going to be a gain of 6 to the 39. 2nd and 4, Wayne at their own 39-yard line. Langloss on the left end here. See if they're coming this way. And Whitehall rolls and throws, intercepted by number 8.
Kevin, that's just an inexcusable play. We got to try to do a little bit better to
runs that back.
We got to eliminate some of those turnovers.
Runs that back a few yards there. Picked it off just shy of the 45 and gets inside the 40. But quick 2-play drive ends in a Falcon turnover.
Definitely aren't giving ourselves any help when we make a turnover like that.
Ball's at the Wayne 38. Cardinal has it. 1:24 left in the third. They lead 26-14. And 3 receivers to this side. The ball's on the left hash, and the quarterback looks right, under pressure, but he's got somebody both ways, and he evades them both. And brought down from behind by Kiefer after a short gain. Whitehall and Jacobson both had their sights on him, and the quarterback got away.
Yeah, good pressure being applied there by the Falcons defense as they're rushing the quarterback. He just a little slippery enough to get outside and gain some yards.
No gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10, under a minute to go in the third. Ball still on the 38, left hash. Quarterback looking over to his coaching staff. And now takes the shotgun snap. with pressure again by the Falcons, and they'll drop him back in Cardinal territory. Kiefer and Whitehall.
Yeah, we definitely weren't going to let him get him away that easy this time. We knew what we needed to do, and got good rushing pressure by our defense.
And they'll give him forward progress back where he was first hit at the 48. It's still a loss of 10. And it's third down, and they're going to let the last 7 seconds go of the third quarter.
Great effort by the Falcon defense to set up a 3rd and long for the Cardinal Comets.
26-14 will be the end of your third quarter score. We'll move it to the fourth. Wayne down 26-14. We'll update your Coddington scoreboard and let you know your local land auctioneer and agent for People's Company is Jared Chambers. Contact Jared at 641-414-0234. People's Company is a leading provider in the Midwest for ag land brokerage, land auctions, management, appraisal, and land investing services. Let Jared help you with all your ag real estate needs. Jared is a proud sponsor of Falcon football. We are moving to quarter number 4. Wayne trails in the game, 26-14. They were behind this Cardinal team last year down there and really came back in the second half, but fell short. Hopefully they can get over that hump this time. Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton will have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse and order selectors, first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Please apply online at Hy-Vee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer. Cardinal ball. Wayne 48-yard line. Third down and long. Again, pressure, Whitehall, and he throws it up in the air, and Fogel got turned around, and it was received by number 8, and he will go in for the Hardy's touchdown.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, Kevin, on the defensive play by Fogel. He kind of looked like something may have happened as he tried to turn around. He lost the defender, and he kind of looked like he may have slowed up. I don't know if he tripped or what necessarily happened, but it looked like he kind of slowed up on that play.
Hardy's puts the biscuit in the basket, and it is getting dangerous out here for the Falcons, trailing 32-14 with the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt coming up. Looking to the sideline, quarterback will want to take a second and talk it over with the coaching staff. And this timeout brought to you by Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. Wayne County Hospital. And a little bit of passing going a long way for Cardinal, completing it and then getting lots of yards, big chunks after the catch. And I would say yards after contact, but there wasn't any contact on that play. And touchdown for Cardinal puts them ahead 32-14, pending this Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt.
Yeah, Kevin, it looked to me earlier in the game before halftime, the Falcons kind of found themselves being able to stop that passing game of the Cardinal Comets, but now they kind of became discombobulated, and they don't really know what to do yet.
From the gun, the quarterback's going to keep it himself, bounces off the would-be tackler, throws it toward the end zone, incomplete. And the PAT fails.
It's going to stay 32-14 here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 49 seconds to go here at Epperly Field. The Cardinal Comets are finding their passing game being very effective and doing it in a very efficient way as they're kind of catching the Wayne defense off guard and on their heels as Wayne's doesn't really look very prepared for it.
A home might be the single largest investment you'll ever make. That's why it's so important to work with someone you trust, like a mortgage loan specialist from Great Western Bank. They are helping to make life great. Gobin Automotive is owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Ford Senior Master Tech with 19 years of experience in auto repair. Call 872-2338. Gobin Automotive, 610 West Maple. And we're going to see what this Falcon team is made of. They've had the ball twice here in the second half and have punted and thrown an interception. Cardinals had it 3 times and scored on the last 2 to expand a halftime lead to now 32-14 as we are early in the fourth quarter. Here comes your People's Company kickoff. And the return, it's a high hop, and Fogel will fall on it at the 36 or so.
That almost got a little dangerous, Kevin, as the ball kind of seemed to be a little fumble. I don't know if the grass, as it's getting later on a warmer night, that grass is going to get a little dewy, and the ball's going to get slippery faster.
37-yard line.
When it pops up in the air like that, they could return that one.
Absolutely.
It'll be 1st and 10 Wayne from their own 37, trailing by 18 points.
Yeah, the Falcons have got to find a way to dig deep. A little bit of movement there off the right side, number 77.
Wayne on the penalty will back up 5 to the 32, and it'll be 2nd and 15. Or 1st and 15, sorry. And, you know, last week they cleaned up a lot of, well, they really didn't have penalties terribly in either week 0 or week 1. And we sure don't need them now, down by 18 points.
Yeah, this definitely isn't the time to have any unnecessary penalties to back them up any further than they are.
That's 3-score deficit, and Kiefer will come to the right side and try to get the corner and can't, but gets out of bounds across the 35. To the 36, gain of 4 for Kiefer.
It does seem like the blocking on the outside seems to be lacking here at this time. They're not being able to get anything going on the outside. I think they need to just go back to square one, back to the drawing board, and get Kiefer the ball and try to get some yards up the middle.
Tackled inbounds. Clock keeps moving. Now Whitehall is going to keep it, tuck it in himself, and he'll be short of the yard to gain, but tackled in front of us at the 44. Gain of 8 for Brett. 4th down for Wayne. Fourth down, and they need to get to the 47. About 3 more yards. Whitehall hands it off. Kiefer is not going to get there on first effort. He does keep moving and makes it close. It's going to be hard to say. Actually, it's going to be easy to say after they go ahead and rule it.
They do wave on that first down as Kiefer doesn't quite get what he needs on that first effort with a great second effort and a little bit of a push from his line to secure that first down as they go forward.
Allerton Lumber first down for Wayne at the 10-minute mark here in the fourth, but they need 3 scores.
Hand off to Kiefer up the right side before he's tackled just a couple yards on a gain.
Kiefer will gain 1 to the 48.
Gain of about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And we'll get a Miles Law Firm stat check for you here in a little bit. I may have missed a carry or two, but it's unofficial, folks. Give me the pin and you get what you get. Whitehall looking to throw over the middle. Fogel has it, pulls it in, flag down on the play at the end, but I think that'll go against Cardinal.
Seems to be a little shaken up after that catch.
Penalty flags have been thrown.
And it's defensive interference against Cardinal. So they'll, I think, mark 15 off from the line of scrimmage. To the 37. And that's an Allard Lumber Company first down at the Cardinal 37.
Cobb split out to the right side. Langloss motions around. Kiefer with the ball. Short gain. He may have just got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not for sure, Kevin.
I'm going to give him one because I have the pen in my hand. So I'm allowed to do that. Again, it doesn't mean anything because I'm not the official scorekeeper, but we'll put that one at the 36. 8.5 to go in the game. Wayne down by 3 scores. Let us know how you like the audio, the video, whatever. 641-870-4469. Whitehall looking to pass, now looking to the right, and he will throw it deep, intended. Oh! Halferty. And it was tipped by the defender. Had Jaden continued to stay there and look up, he might have had a play on that. And once again, that's my hand.
Yeah, Griffin Griner made a great play there. He's 6 foot tall and 152 pounds. He made a great play on that.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 for Wayne at the Cardinal 36-yard line. Big play. Need a bunch of those yards here.
Trips on the left side for the Falcons with a single back setback with Kiefer. Whitehall steps back, rolling out to the right side. He's going to take it on a run. Up the right side, he loses the ball, and the Comets look to they may have the ball.
Brett Whitehall with a nice read and play on that as he saw the pressure coming right up the line and stepped back quickly and to the side and decided he'd tuck it in. Gets a Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons. Spotting it at the 24. 12-yard pickup for the quarterback.
Definitely a very safe play there to make sure we get that ball back in our possession as we are getting sort of close to the red zone here. Double backs. Split out to the left side. Kiefer up the middle.
Strobe action in the press box. What's with the light?
Yeah, we are having a little bit of an issue here in the box with the lights flickering on and off. So if that does affect any of the video, just bear with us here as we're trying to get some of those issues figured out.
I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that. Gain of a yard makes it second down the 23. I can't do anything except have a seizure here. Whitehall steps up under center. He's got the backs in the eye again behind him and looks to throw it toward the end zone, and that looked like a timing route that wasn't well timed.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there besides just maybe, I don't know, a slippery ball or something. Whitehall definitely wasn't anywhere close to being able to complete that.
Yeah, the receiver was along the sideline, and he threw it more toward the back pylon instead of the front one. That's maybe all I can think.
The Falcons split 2 on the left side with double backs. A running back on the right side.
Pitch to Kiefer, running right, and ball comes loose, I think. Wayne gets it.
Recovered by Halferty for the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons are having a tough time keeping hold of the ball tonight. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. It doesn't seem like the Comets have had much issues, but the Falcons need to try to find something to get that under control so that we don't lose a possession.
Well, they did get a yard out of it, or a couple of yards to the 21, but they got to get all the way down to the 14, so it's 4th and 7 for Wayne as we get halfway through the 4th.
Stacked bunch on the left with trips. A little blooper to Kiefer as he spins, shimmies, and shakes for a couple yards.
Shy of the line to gain. Oops, that's a pass play from 15 to 12. And it is a turnover on downs for Wayne. And that's going to pretty well seal the outcome of this game, but we'll see how it plays out between here and there.
Fogel split out to the right. He seems to be shaken up. Grayson Spencer comes in to run the play.
From the, we'll call it the 15. It'll be second down. Loss of 2 on the play.
12 to go after a 2-yard loss.
Second and 12 from their own 13. And now they're going to be watching some clock as we get down to the snap will come with about 5:10 to go in the game. And a running play to the right side. He's going to get back across the original line of scrimmage, but stays in bounds.
Luke Smith comes off on the play.
Gain of 3, and from the 16, it'll be third down for Cardinal. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers, calling Cordon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today. Looking to throw, he does, and he's got a receiver incomplete. Grayson Spencer defending there. Number 8, Reyes, or Griffin Greiner, I'm sorry, had all he wanted for green space in front of him. And with 4:25, it'll be fourth down at their own 16. Punt formation for the Comets.
Maddox Jones back, receives the punt, kicks it very high.
Penalty will be coming, I think, against the Falcons. Running into the kicker will let them retain possession, I believe.
Yeah, I think the Falcons may have gotten away with something there, but I think...
No, I think he threw a flag. No, he didn't.
No, I don't see any laundry on the field, Kevin.
How do you not? We'll take it. I mean,
yeah, that might have been a very, I don't know, that was a missed.
Oh yeah, I don't think he missed it. I think he just didn't want to throw it. That was right in front of him, and his head was pointed right at it. And the back in motion handoff is, I believe, Kiefer up the middle.
Halferty comes off on the play. Dayton Jacobson comes in.
4 to the 31.
Single receiver split on the right. Trips stacked up on the left side. Kiefer motions across.
That's the short side of the field. Jacobson hit hard by number 70, Jarrett Knights.
Dayton Jacobson, the ball carrier for the Falcons, brought down by number 70, Jarrett Knights for the Comets.
Jacobson gets a yard out of that to the 30.
Helmet to helmet!
3 minutes left in the game.
A little controversy down there on the Falcon sideline as some of the coaching staff is fraternizing with the officials on that play.
Pass is intercepted on the far side of the field, and he's waiting for a block that doesn't come. But Cardinal will take possession of the ball, and the interception tackled by Whitehall. And that's with 2:51 to go in the game.
Luke Smith and several other new Falcon defenders come in onto the play for this possession. Justin McConaughey seems to be coming out of the game for a little while.
Ball's at the Cardinal 36. And this one, they're heading north, but the game's going south for Wayne. Running play up the middle is going to be a good gain of 7 or 8 yards before being brought down by Trent Terrell, I believe.
Fogel does seem to be a little shaken up out there. I don't know if he's having a hamstring issue or not. He seems to be doing some stretches.
Cardinal ball, 2.5 to go in the game. They lead. It's 2nd and short. They're up by 18 points. No hurry to get this snap off. Flag comes down.
Encroachment on the Falcons. I think it's going to come off that left side.
Move the ball to the 49-yard line. And first down for the Cardinal Comets, leading Wayne 32-14. 2:12 left to go. Cardinal with the ball, with the lead, and letting that play clock run down before they snap it. Quarterback hands it off, and the run up the middle is elusive, and now sprinting toward the goal is number 12, Gabe Reyes.
That is no good for the Falcons, Kevin. Now it is a 4-game deficit. 4.
He was patient and let that play develop, and it's a 49-yard touchdown for Reyes, or a 51-yard touchdown with 1:42 to go. Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt coming up for Cardinal. On the score stream app, we update that 38-14. And the snap, the hold, the kick is off to the left. No good.
Kevin, I think I'm about to have a seizure as these lights are starting to flash on and off up here in the press box.
38-14. Cardinal leads Wayne. And
folks are beginning to head out here on the Falcons crowd as the score is now 38-14 with 1:42 left to go in this game. The Falcons kind of had a hold on things, and it was looking like there was some positive action going on within that first half, but ever since that third quarter has been playing, it's been kind of shaky and rough riding for the Falcons.
Hey, your local land auctioneer and agent for People's Company is Jared Chambers. Give Jared a call, 641-414-0234. People's Company is a leading provider in the Midwest for agricultural land brokerage, land auctions, management, appraisal, and land investing services. Let Jared help you with all your ag real estate needs. Jared is a proud sponsor of Falcon football, and your People's Company kick return for the Falcons is about to happen with another ground ball fielded at the 27 by Langloss, and he'll get out across the 35, close to the 40. 39-yard line. Wayne ball, 1:35 to go in the fourth. Cardinal 38, Wayne 14. Whitehall under center, fakes the handoff, evades the defender, tosses it to Kiefer. He has it at midfield and breaks a couple of tackles running down the near sideline. Still in bounds and still moving inside the 20. Nice run by Chase Kiefer after the catch. on
Great
the
resilience shown there by Chase and Kiefer as he breaks multiple tackles and goes up that right sideline for a great gain of yards.
pass from Whitehall to Kiefer coming out of the backfield to the right side, and it will be at the 19. So 11 and 31 is 42 yards on the reception. It's an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons. They are at the Cardinal 19 with a minute left to go in the game. And they're trailing. Brett Whitehall keeps it himself, runs it down close to the 10.
Whitehall, the quarterback, keeper for the Falcons. Gain of about 7 on the play, brings up second down.
It'll be second down for the Falcons.
Falcons are showing no quit here
At the 11.
as this game has kind of gotten blown apart. So that's definitely good for this team. They're going to keep fighting as things seem to get a little shaky.
Second and 2 at the 11 for Wayne. Under a half minute to go in the game. Handoff is to Jacobson up the middle. I don't know if he got the 2 for the first. If not, this game's probably over.
13.7 seconds left on the game clock in this game.
Did get the 2 yards, and it is first and goal for Wayne at the 9. Allerton Lumber first down. Whitehall stops and starts again to the left and throws it with his left hand toward the end zone. I think that's caught, but out of bounds short of the goal.
The game clock has run out, and that is going to be your game here from Epperly Field. 38-14. Cardinal of Eldon's going to be your winner.
Who caught the pass? Was that Kiefer?
Chase and Kiefer was on that reception.
Okay, that's Whitehall to Kiefer. And they didn't spot the ball because the game ended, but that was probably a 7 or 8 yard pass. And your final score, 38-14, in favor of the Cardinal Comets over the Wayne Falcons here on KICradio.com. Stream 4, the Quattro, for the second year in a row by a similar margin. Cardinal has defeated the Falcons, and in non-district action, they will move on next week and play somebody. Wayne will be in Colfax for another revenge match after a defeat last year. But the staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. And we will move into your Hicks Realty LLC post-game show and come up with a player of the game for the Falcons. Let's see, Hicks Realty LLC is located in Wayne County with a home office in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate needs, farms, homes, commercial, you name it. Kim does it all. Strength in all fields, describes it well, and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker owner Kim Hicks, 895-8471, or check out our website at hicksrealtyllc.com. So, and we might need to double check the old counter machine here. 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 24 unofficial carries for Chase Kiefer with 22, 4, 30, 49, 53, 88, 85, 95, 99, 108, 9, 10, 113 yards, and 1 tutty for Chase and Kiefer. And wow, I really don't know if this is up to, let's see, 7-1, 12. Okay. If this is right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 carries for 49, 51, 65, 73, 85, 97, 113, 113. Wow, what do you know about that? Both backs had 113 yards and a touchdown, roughly. Let's get an opinion here. Player of the game for the Falcons tonight. Really offensively, it was kind of balanced and not real terribly flashy. We did have a 35-yard touchdown run by Chase Kiefer, a 41-yard touchdown run by Dayton Jacobson. But, you know, clearly this game was not decided by flashy offense. So defensively, who stuck out in your mind, Seth?
Defensively, as far as for the Falcons, I mean we had some good stops.
Several big sacks. You had Whitehall, you had Kiefer, and that was I was setting it up. You got to be patient with me here. Whitehall, Jacobson, Kiefer all played well defensively, got some big sacks, but the kid who stuck out to my eyes on the field defensively and even offensively probably was Brady Langloss.
Oh, for sure. He came through in some desperate needed times to have a big play. He came through and he made that stop that the Falcons desperately needed multiple times tonight.
So since you said that, prior to me saying anything about it, we're going to go ahead and give your Hicks Realty LLC Falcon Player of the Game to Brady Langloss for outstanding effort and hustle throughout the game. So Langloss is your Falcon Player of the Game. And your Miles Law Firm stat update, unofficially, and we could have missed some here, as for one, Seth and I getting used to each other on, what's going on, so we're not both, talking at the same time, so you can understand one or the other of us and how to go about keeping track of stuff. Not always real easy, but you're talking about some seasoned broadcast professionals here in the booth, the press box at Epperly Field, and 113 yards for each of Chase Kiefer and Dayton Jacobson. So again, 100-yard performances for multiple backs in a game is pretty impressive running. Not impressive enough, as only 14 points came out of it for the Falcons. Turnovers were harmful, fumbles, interceptions, and kind of a rough night for the home opener here. But the Falcons have 6 more games to get it turned around, and including all of their district season still in front of them.
Absolutely. I think going forward, some of the Falcons' main focus probably should be locked down on some of the defense. As they started the game in that first half, I thought they did a great job of kind of reacting to things around them, things happening as far as shutting down the run game. And then as the passing game started to attack them, they were able to shut that down. And then I don't know. As far as in the second half, they kind of got lackadaisical, and some things definitely got opened up through the air. So maybe going forward, Coach Whitehall and the Falcon coaching staff need to maybe look and try to work on that through practice, just making sure that they're locked in on both aspects, on the ground and through the air, would be their best bet going forward.
And they were at their best defensively when they were pressuring the quarterback. And, the one series in the first half that I'm thinking of was a 3-and-out and a running play on first down. Wayne pushed him back 3 yards, got him in the backfield, and then Cardinal thought they'd go to pass, and it was Jaden Halferty with an 11-yard sack, and then Chase Kiefer with a 14-yard sack on the very next play, and it was, fourth down, and by that point, they were backed all the way up inside their own 5, and were lucky to get a punt off. So great defense at times by Wayne, but the big play killed them, and the big play were big passing plays more than big running plays.
Yeah, that outside, they seemed to be on their game at the beginning of the game, but that's just something that as the game went along, they just maybe it just kind of slipped away from them, and they just got to, going forward, just got to make sure that at all times they're focused and locked in and ready to go, so that some of those longer pass plays that we covered in the third and the fourth quarter, that's where Cardinal really scored those touchdowns later in the game. It wasn't really through the ground; it was through the air.
Okay, well we're gonna wrap it up here on Friday night. A beautiful night at the Sailing Athletic Complex, but it much better if you were sitting on the east side of the field as far as what you were watching. And Wayne goes down in defeat to Cardinal 38-14. Let's update that on score stream. Yeah, it's a final. Yeah, we lost. Okay. And we have 2 road games and 1 home game under our belt. Wayne is 1-2 and looking to get back with still 2 non-district games prior to district play coming up. Wayne actually plays more games non-district this year than district because of the loss of one of the district teams, Grandview Christian, from their schedule. Had to pick up BGM, which is why we played week 0 and will not play in week, I think, 6. But next week, Falcons will be at Colfax Mingo, and we will be there to bring it to you. And haven't been to that field yet, so finding the field and getting things set up in a press box we've never been in before sometimes takes a little bit, but we'll look to do the pregame, start it probably somewhere around 6:40, and bring you all the action from Colfax, I believe is where the field is, and so roughly 6:40 with the kickoff around 7. But Seth, it was fun being with you, and I understand your schedule doesn't permit you to be at all games, but when you can, we'd love to have you back. And can you be here in a couple weeks? I believe is homecoming, isn't it?
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me in here in the booth. It's a great time just coming back and being around the game of football. Playing as many years as I did under this program, it's fun to come back and kind of see a game from higher up, from what the crowd and you guys see. It's definitely different from when I was playing. You just see the game a little bit differently, and hopefully in a couple weeks, come back in a little bit later September. Homecoming is moved up this year from previous years. It was a little later, so it'll be a little bit different to have homecoming a little bit earlier, but that could bode well for the Falcons. They can kind of get that under their belt, and hopefully within the next couple weeks kind of get some fire rolling, and hopefully come in here and be back for homecoming in a couple weeks here at Upper Lee Field and have some good mojo going and start getting back on the winning train.
Always a good view from the press box. So we'll do some business here, and then we will conclude our Hicks Realty post game in just a moment. Falcons going down to defeat 38-14 to the Cardinal Comets. Construction service and supply, from small hand tools to lumber. Allerton Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop by at 220 North Central Avenue, Allerton, proud sponsor of Wayne football. And if you want help protecting your future, call or stop by and let Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Troy Umbenhauer assist you. 212 South Franklin, in Corydon, 872-2725. That's 872-2725. The law office of Jenna K. Lane is pleased to bring you Wayne football all season. 214 South Franklin in Corydon. Call Jenna for your real estate and estate planning needs at 872-1304. Falcon Pride. Corydon State Bank considers the security of your financial information a top priority. They take extensive security measures to ensure a safe and reliable online experience for their customers. Corydon State Bank, security for your online banking. Contact Coddington Incorporated to provide a base foundation for dirt, rock, and all your construction projects. A solid foundation ensures a productive, completed game plan. Score a finished product you'll be proud of for years to come by letting Coddington Incorporated assist you. A home might be the single largest investment you'll ever make. That's why it's so important to work with someone you trust, like a mortgage loan specialist from Great Western Bank. They are helping to make life great. Owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Gobin Automotive is at 610 West Maple in Corydon. Andrew is a Ford Senior Master Tech with 19 years of experience in auto repair. Call 872-2338, Gobin Automotive. Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality healthcare close to home, serving the region, caring for you. Get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Your local land auctioneer and agent for People's Company is Jared Chambers. Contact Jared at 641-414-0234. People's Company is a leading provider in the Midwest for agricultural land brokerage, land auctions, management, appraisal, and investing services. Let Jared help you with all your ag real estate needs. Jared is a proud sponsor of Falcon football. The staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide you and your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers have been calling Corydon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today. Miles Law Firm, attorney Alan Wilson. Alan is a proud sponsor of Wayne football. Miles Law Firm, 107 West Jackson in Corydon, 872-2343. Go Falcons. Hicks Realty LLC is located in Wayne County with a home office in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate needs, farms, homes, commercial, you name it. Kim does it all. Strength in all fields describes it well and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker owner Kim Hicks at 895-8471 or check out the website at hicksrealtyllc.com. Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton will have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse workers, order selectors, and first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Please apply online at www.hyvee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer. We appreciate being in business with each and every one of them, and hope you let them know that you appreciate it too. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We will sign off with Wayne losing tonight 38-14 to fall to 1-2 on the season, and we'll bring next week's game to you from Colfax beginning at around 6:30. If you tune in early, we'll start streaming as quickly as we can and kind of ease into it rather than a big fanfare. So we will be on the air. We seem to have gotten the technology figured out, especially these home games where we can plug right into the internet here at the field. Don't tell anybody we do that. And we got a MiFi set up on the road, so it'll work either way, and it should be good next week from Colfax, where reception should be not an issue there either. So